To schedule event instances, go to Setup. On the left-hand side, go to Events and locate the event that you would like to manage the schedule for. I'm going to go ahead and choose a standard first aid course. I can either go to Session Scheduled on the top here and go Add, or I can click into the standard first aid course itself and click on Manage Schedule. Once I go in, you will notice that the screen looks very similar to our class's schedule. However, there is a key difference which I'm going to talk about a little bit later. In this case right now, you'll see a bubble number 1. There are no sessions scheduled just yet. So to start off, I'm going to go under the bubble number 1 here and go add a scheduled session to start off. From here again, if it's a multi-location, I'm going to have to go ahead and select the location where this is going to be occurring. Go next. Step number 2, I'm going to go ahead and dictate when the event will take place. So let's say it's going to happen from, let's say 9 a.m. And again, the price per session only matters if you allow the event to be booked in individual sessions. If you've already stated on the event type that it has to be automatically registered for all sessions, this part here will not matter. Okay. Moving forward, the duration, let's say it's a full day event, so let's say it's going to be 8 hours long. Great. And then on the bottom, I can select either a specific date that it's going to happen on, or maybe it's going to happen on multiple days range. In this case, it's going to happen for me starting on the 18th and ending on the 20th, and it's going to happen from 9 all the way to 5 on all 3 days. I'm just going to go in and go multiple days within a date range. I'm going to start it for Friday, September the 18th, and it's going to end on the 20th. Down here, I will have to select days of the week, even though it's not necessarily repeating again because it's only going to go 18, 19, and 20th. I still will have to select the Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or else it's not going to let me continue on. Okay, and on the very bottom repeats every. It'll only be relevant if your multiple days within a range is way longer. For example, it's a whole semester kind of course. Maybe it's starting on the 18th all the way to, let's say, end of October, and you want it to occur every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Then the repeats every will make sense. In this case, it's just happening for just a short 3 days. We can leave it as is, and this wouldn't really matter for us because nothing's going to repeat. Once that's done, we're going to go next. So again, you'll see on the very top, we're just kind of following the steps. Similarly to classes, if we've indicated on the event type that a asset is required, there will be an additional step 5 in here for us to select which asset is required for this event. In this case, since I did not select an asset that is required, you will only see there's 4 steps here. In this case here, step 3, who is the instructor? So let's just say Arizona is going to be running it. Again, if there is pay rates associated and we want to track it, we can go ahead and select which pay rate they get associated. You will also notice that we can add an additional staff. Maybe this event is a big one. There's going to be multiple instructors running it. You can always add an additional staff along with the pay rate. If not, I can just go ahead and select the remove staff button. Just leave it as one person. Go ahead and click next. Again, special instructions similar to classes. If you already have special instructions added on the event type, you do not need to add it here. This is more for a one-off just for this specific session. That's different than the event type. If there is, type it in. If not, once we click on complete, any special instructions on the event will be carried over. So once that's done, we're going to go ahead and hit complete. And it's going to go ahead and bring us back to the event instance managing the schedule page. You will now see bubble number 1, September 18th, September 20th. It's going to happen that Friday, Saturday, Sunday, only within this date range. The time starts from 9 all the way to 5, running for 8 hours long. Again, if there's an individual pricing, that'll show up, which location it's being held at, and the staff that's running it. And that's it. That's how you go ahead and create a new event instance for an event.